Welcome to another episode of Off Brand. This week, I have a friend of mine, Jack.
Yes.
And I'm your host, Dan. Jack, thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me. I'm excited to get away with this. I feel like this is something that I actually have some experience with.
Me as well.
Yeah.
I genuinely agree with you because whiskey is my drink. Mm-hmm. That is my drink of choice. And I know it's more your drink of choice as well, correct? Whiskey?
Currently now, yeah. I mean, it's something that I do often drink straight, so I feel like I have an idea of at least, what I'm... Like, I think I should have a decent idea with this. I hope. I could be wrong, again.
I would feel that way too, but this... Considering the brands, I only know one of them.
I also only know one of them.
So I guess we're on an even playing field.
Correct.
So this for this episode, there isn't necessarily an on-brand product, but there is a high-quality brand product. So this week we have Bulleit, which is the highest brand that we have here. Mm-hmm. How do you say it?
Tullamore Dew.
Tullamore Dew, which is the middle ground. Mm-hmm. And then 4 Queens. So I'm not entirely too sure what that's going to taste like.
It was like, what, $7 for a bottle? Yeah, I can't wait. That's going to be... imagine that's the best one, and we've been doing it all wrong.
And that's what's going to disappoint me the most, is if I actually think that one tastes the absolute best. So we've kind of talked about our experience with it. So I say we just jump right into the first round of tasting. And as always, I'm doing a smell test. Mm-hmm. Correct answers will be down below. Once we lock in our answers, they will be on the upper left and right. That one smells interesting.
This one's probably going to be the 4 Seasons, and I don't know if I want to try that.
I think this one is the 4.
Yeah.
4 Queens. Mm-hmm. Not the 4 Seasons.
Yes, 4 Seasons.
That is not a 5-star.
4 Seasons landscaping or whatever. Cheers.
Problem is I haven't smelled Tullamore Dew. Mm-hmm. So I don't know which one. Mm-hmm. I'm not excited about that. There's dog hair in this one. Uh-oh. That's dog hair. I'll taste it anyways. It's probably Izzy.
This tastes like motor oil.
That was a lot of silence that we just had.
That tastes like motor oil. I know for a fact that cannot be... Maybe it's Bulleit and you're a psycho, but, that's not Tullamore Dew. That actually tasted like motor oil.
I think number 2 was Bulleit. And it tasted smooth. It did not taste like motor oil, so...
Well, mine is different than yours, right?
It tastes the hairy one. I don't know which whiskey was hairy, but... One of them is, for sure. Ooh, I don't know. 2 and 3 right now. Right now I'm Bulleit Tullamore Dew. But I'm not entirely sure if I'm flipping them or not. But I definitely think that this one is the motor oil, which is 4 Queens. That cough made it seem like you had a really strong one.
I can still taste that. That was really bad.
So you do think that is yours, the Tullamore Dew?
I do.
So did you put it in the same order again? Well, it's a whiskey burp.
So I think that... Wait, I thought it goes the opposite way.
No, 1 to 3.
Yeah, but we don't have the same order. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I think so, because I do think this is this was the first one I tried, and that reminds me of Tullamore. But I think... Both these are similar. They're not...
That's how I felt as well.
I don't feel a drastic change between these two. I would probably try Bulleit. I wouldn't be opposed to trying Bulleit.
You should try Bulleit.
And you should try Tullamore Dew. It's actually pretty good.
We definitely just did. We just don't know which one was which.
Yeah.
But it's not like I don't like this one. This one still tastes smoother at the initial, touch of the lips. Mm-hmm. This one came in a little bit more with the bite.
This to me just feels more watered down, and that's why I think it's good. And this one definitely, because Stella still has a kick to it. This is just, I want this away from the screen. I don't ever want to drink that again. That was the worst thing ever. Oh my God.
I gotta just double check because I will feel awful if this is 4 Queens or if this isn't.
It has to be. Like,
I'm so confident. I am done trying that one. I'm just gonna put my sticker there.
It smells like what bottom shelf whiskey smells like. Like just super pungent smell. The other ones don't have that. The other ones just have a nice. I mean, I finished mine because obviously best one. Tullamore Dew. Try it if you haven't. Sponsor me. I don't have any like plugs, but sponsor me.
Just sponsor me.
Just sponsor me.
I'll put it on my car. I'll drive around.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Does Tullamore Dew have any type of whiskey or a Scotch element to it?
Because
now I'm picking your brain to see if
I don't know what that means.
Okay, you don't drink Scotch?
No, not really.
You should drink Scotch.
I mean, so what's an element? I don't know. I don't know what that means.
I don't know how to describe it, but to me, a Scotch element is like it's like aerated in your mouth, so the flavor goes into your nose when you drink a Scotch, whereas with a whiskey, it stays on your tongue. Mm-hmm. That's my experience with it.
Okay.
But so that's what I'm wondering.
Yeah, I would say there's some aspect to that. Like it doesn't necessarily like linger. It's
on your tongue.
Pretty smooth, I would say.
Okay.
I've noticed that I've just been more of a fan of it. I prefer it over Jameson, and they're the same price.
I never drink Jameson myself.
It's similar to Tullamore Dew, but Jameson has more of like it's like a more in your face.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And you do get that.
It's like Jack.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's like exactly like Jack.
Yeah.
Okay, well then I'm gonna lock mine in.
And so we have the same thing.
We have the exact same thing, which Toby, you can let him out. Thank you, producer Austin.
But you don't really feel like you feel confident this is yours.
I do. I feel like number 2 is mine just because I
also feel confident in mine.
I think that it's smoother, and this is unfamiliar to me.
Yeah.
I hope that I'm not wrong, but because if I am wrong, and it's number 2, you're Tullamore Dew, I'm gonna have to go to the store and try it because it's this is my favorite out of the 3 is number 2. 4, I will dump right down the sink at this point. 4 Queens, I don't even need a sponsor ever. You can stay where you are. I don't like.
You're making money off of somebody, and so shout out to you. But
you made it off of me.
It's not that. I don't think that's that.
All right. We'll go into the.
Let's lock it down.
To the results.
I'm confident with this. First one, Bulleit.
I hope you're enjoying this episode of Off Brand. It'll be back in just a second, but I want to tell you about something else that I'm doing. Have you always wanted to donate to charity and not really know, where to do it or, the best way to go about it? Well, I might have a solution for you. So I started a gaming charity stream where I will be raising money for organizations, but more specifically now, it's the Humane Animal Rescue. You can go to patreon.com/Dan Helbling to contribute. You can contribute anything from $1 to $1,000 a month, so you can make it a consistent donation. And 100% of the donations that I get on Patreon will go to the Humane Animal Rescue. I will take no money for myself from Patreon. Although I won't be taking any money via Patreon, the best way to support me is to sub on YouTube, follow me on Twitch, and now we'll get back to Off-Brand. Correct answers are on the right.
Although if one of those is one of our whiskeys, that's going to be really sad for one of us. It is? So this is Tullamore Dew then, right?
No. 4 Queens.
Okay.
Bulleit.
We're going to take a TV timeout real quick. Dan's going to need a minute. This is actually unprecedented. Okay, so okay, so is everything okay?
It doesn't taste like it.
Do you want to figure out which one of those you think is for? Like, it was so clear to me.
Are you gonna let me flip?
If you want to.
Are you gonna allow me to change?
It won't affect the score. You thought this was the best one, right?
It's just dignity.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I think I kind of want you to, because maybe you then take maybe you'll then say Four Seasons is the best one.
And that'll effectively be the end.
That will be the end of
whiskey drinking career.
Yeah. Wow.
I don't.
Well, she didn't put them in the same order. So
I'm
that's
gonna.
Nice.
You're right. Yeah. Hey, silver lining. Great.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I flipped them. So I flipped Tullamore Dew.
So when the second one is probably Bulleit or Tullamore Dew, they're both really good.
And this is just for myself. This is not for the actual.
This has now become a pride thing. The show's actually over now. This is now just a pride thing of, wow, you actually thought that Four Queens, whatever. It's not good. You thought the bottom shelf The $8 bottle. Maybe you should be going to the $8 bottle.
Okay, well, number 2 for both of us.
Okay.
Was Tullamore Dew.
My number 2 is Bulleit.
It's not.
Oh, well, they tasted very similar.
It looks like, yeah. But it looks like you're going to have to try it out. You're going to have to buy a bottle of it because it's good. Mm-hmm. I got every single one of them wrong. And I thought that the worst one on there was the one that I genuinely like. Is it my first choice whiskey? By far. It's just what I had. It's what I had at the house. Four Queens is the last one. Which, it does make me feel better. Bulleit was 3. It does make me feel better that that wasn't my favorite.
This to me wasn't as... This was smoother, but I thought it was Bulleit. I thought it had more of a smooth, but I still think I'd choose the middle one.
Smelling it now, this does smell the worst. Mm-hmm. But that might
take you a while.
It might just be because I know. And there was hair in it. I should have known.
That's truly incredible.
I'm furious.
You should try Four Seasons more.
I'm gonna just finish the Tullamore
Or the Four Queens.
I'm trying to numb the pain.
Yeah, it's good. You'll enjoy that. It's a nice, smooth whiskey.
It is. I'll buy it.
Yeah.
Drink responsibly.
Yeah.
Man, that bums me out quite a bit, Jack.
That was that was something. That's gonna be the worst thing that's ever happened to you on this, right?
This is definitely worse than the first time I did whiskey as well. Mm-hmm.
Did you get Bulleit the first time as well?
Well, we had 3 decent whiskeys.
Okay.
Here we had 2 decent and one that wasn't as good.
Yeah. Yeah.
At least there I just mixed them all up.
Like this was just. So you don't smell that and you'll just instantly smell like the motor oil.
I did not instantly, but it also has been a track record on this show that I am not good at tasting different products. Yeah. And it's my show.
Well, both these are still. I think both these are very good brands. I would have either one of these, but
I agree. Apparently, I should drink Four Queens all the time.
You should try Four Queens more often. I think.
Yeah.
I think you should just dump the Bulleit out that you have here.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Not. No.
Well, it tastes like motor oil to you, so then, right? It tastes the worst out of all the ones we had here, you know?
I will not
if anything,
dump it
just
out.
with the Four Queens, you're saving money at that point.
Oh, my God. Yeah, I'll ask Chelsea to pour me a glass of whiskey, and I'll be like, don't tell me which one.
Uh-huh. And then you're gonna go crazy.
Yeah.
You're currently going crazy. But...
I'm at this moment, in my head, it's a blender.
Well, thank you for the series finale of the show. It was phenomenal.
You're just calling this the series finale.
It may be for you.
Oh my!
You may be the producer next episode. You're gonna have a new guest. You're gonna have a new host. Now.
Can't wait. Next episode is going to be Chelsea and Jack.
Yes.
Going up against each other with ice cream.
Okay. I can't wait for that. That'll be fun.
Yeah.
Lock it in.
All right. I would love to end this episode if that's okay.
Yes. We totally can do that.
Thank you for watching. I hope you had a better time than I did. Remember to subscribe and don't forget to ding the bell so that you know when new episodes come out. They get sent right to your phone or your browser. Just do it. Thank you for joining us, Jack.
Thank you for having me.
And we will see
you phenomenal.
Next time.